Hello, it is Friday, fantastic, time for another video. So, let's crack on. This is a field battalion, Hanoverian Field Battalion, and the figures are from front rank, and they are absolutely gorgeous. And it seems that every time I do one of these videos, I'm always saying the figures are gorgeous, but these guys really are, and I would recommend buying these if you are looking to do this sort of thing. When I purchased this unit, I was trying to do my research, and you know, some of the units seem to have flat caps and shakos. Some are just flat caps, and some are just shakos. I forget the name of them. Is it Schunspan or something like that? The flat caps. Anyway, these were not landwehr, of course. These were line infantry units, and when I tried to figure out exactly what they would have looked like, i.e. the headdress, etc., it was a bit vague everywhere, so I went with a shako, and rightly or wrongly, they've turned out quite nice for me in any case. The main source I used for the uniform was Philip Haythornthwaite's Battle of Waterloo, or Uniforms at Waterloo, and got a copy here. And there is the uniform that I copied. So yeah, it's quite a nice, straightforward thing to do, really. See it in here, transfer it onto here. This book, by the way, let's just take a look at it. Uniforms of Waterloo is very, 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 very valuable if you want to do anything like the 100 Days campaign. It's a great book. I think this is the second time I've owned it. I don't know what happened to my first copy. It does a great one for the 1812 campaign, Russian campaign as well. And I think it was these books that got me into wargaming as a kid as well. So I'm not young. So this was quite a long time ago I owned this book. So back to the figures. Take a close look at them. I'll just get this book right out of the way now. There we go. It's gone. So yeah, I remember these guys. You know, I'm moaning about my King's German Legion, which are still on the go. But these guys did take quite a while to get done. I can see a bit of damage there on one of them actually. And I remember after I'd finished painting these, thinking I don't want to do that again, because yeah, I was exhausted at the end of it. So, 24-man battalion, painted for black powder, and let's take a little bit of a closer look at some of them. So these guys are particularly nice. The faces, as usual, are just wonderfully easy to paint. Painted the reds on these before I got the tricolours from Wargames Foundry, so they're a bit heavier, a bit darker, but yeah, nice looking guys, really, I suppose. The use of black is, on these as a unit overall, it's quite nice. Makes it quite a nice change. I think part of the reason for the fatigue in painting these was the black, though. You know, because painting black, it's just a pain. Let's take a look at these here. The flags, I think they're quite generic flags. I don't think they're actually the regimental flag. Again, I'm not sure there are details on what their flag look like. I'm sure if that's not the case, somebody's going to let me know once this video goes online. But again, you know, the faces, the figures, just turned out to end up looking like a good looking unit. Now, will this thing focus up close? So I guess this is all I've really got to talk about this week. I pulled this out of my collection. It's a bit of an oddity and a rare unit. I haven't seen one really online before. I don't think people tend to invest that much in painting these guys up, and I could be wrong. Somebody might have the entire contingent at Waterloo painted up somewhere. And if they did, and they had it on video, I'd certainly take a look at it. So let's turn them all around so we can take a look just before we go. I've just been gluing that flagpole back together before, one of these flagpoles back together before I made this video. Taking a bit of a beating on the old battlefield and the Frenchies. Darn them, always kicking my English to bits. So yeah, from the rear, quite a good looking unit there, you know, very easily to mistake for the British when they're on the battlefield. But more than happy with them. Again, just looking at this command stand. The black drum is an unusual kind of thing to have to paint, but I'm quite pleased how he came out. Just so you can take a bit of a closer look at him. Oops. Yeah, quite pleasing all around. So if you like these figures and you'd like to see some more of my videos, etc., this is the bit where I say please do subscribe, like, share, ring on the little bell thing that lets you know when there's more coming. And I think next week I've got some 95th. Now I know there's a lot of 95th online and everybody's always putting them up there, but I quite like mine. So next week I'll stickle them up, I think, and hopefully I'll have that regiment of King's German Legion finished by then. I've got the church coming and the walls. They're coming along quite well. I'll just grab one. Oh. You know, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to flock the bases on these things around here. So that's kind of just like the base colour for the ground. And once the church goes in there, it should look quite good. You can see scale-wise, maybe a little bit small, but I think once it's on its base, figures are in there, it's going to look good. Church is coming along lovely. Quick look at that. Oh, just grab it. Excuse the shaky hand, just while I get this in place. So yeah, the church is getting there now. It's pretty much had highlights all around it. I've got to do the red on that rear glass. The blue in the windows needs a bit more attention. But it's a good scale. I mean, actually, I'll put the figures next to it. You can see, you know, it was made for 25mm by Hovels, and it works quite well. They're not expensive. If you are looking for anything to do with your Napoleonic kind of 100 days campaign, I can highly recommend going across to these guys and taking a look, because they've got pretty much all of the buildings for Waterloo, and I think, can you get the highest end for around £75, which is still a lot of money, but comparatively with other people, it's I think it's a good deal. You know, once you break up the building, if you don't glue them all down, you can certainly have them for all sorts of occasions. They don't just do Napoleonics; they do other ones as well. What I might do in the not too distant future is I might just do a review as well of, say, a brigade of infantry British, because they look nice, don't they? And I don't see too many videos of infantry brigades for the British. I could probably maybe scrape together a division and a half of these guys at the moment, if I wanted to. So you never know, there might be a review of that lot, and then there's the French, I think, maybe even more. Anyway, like I said, do like, do subscribe, do press the bell, and do share if you want to or feel like it. And I'll keep the videos coming, and I hope that you like them. It is purely just for enjoyment. Take care, speak soon, bye.